And now, viewers, we have some war updates for you. Now, rescuers have rushed to the residential area of Urmia in northwest Iran to find survivors as missile strikes took place in that area. With the visuals on your screens, you can see the rescue operations taking place and the kind of damage to the areas that have prompted the authorities to a large-scale emergency response. Joining me now is Ambassador K.P. Fabian. He's a former diplomat, and Commodore D.S. Sodhi, defense expert. I'd like to welcome you both, and I'd like to begin with Ambassador Fabian's comments on this development.
Well, it is very clear that Netanyahu and Prime Minister Netanyahu and President Trump want to escalate matters as fast as possible and as high as possible. So we are really witnessing a situation which is very grave. I am referring to the 48-hour ultimatum given to Iran. Shall we talk about it?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes. Now, that ultimatum will expire our time tomorrow in the morning, about 5:14 in the morning. So President Trump has said that if Iran does not permit peaceful passage for all ships across the Strait of Hormuz, then he would start bombing, and that means destroying the power plants. Now, Iran produces about 9,000 MW, and there are 3 or 4 major power plants. Then Iran will be sort of, without electricity, not only the households, but perhaps even the military, though it may have its own hidden sources of power generation. But then, what has Iran said? The foreign minister of Iran has said that the strait is open for all ships except to ships belonging to the United States and Israel. But on the other hand, there is also a statement by from the IRGC that if President Trump attacks, then they would close the strait in total. That means there will be no movement of ships. Now, what has happened is that in the States, the petrol prices have gone up. I think they have it in gallon, not in, the way we do it in liters, by $1. And Trump is under tremendous pressure from his constituency, MAGA Plus, to do something about it. And that is why the other day the Treasury Secretary gave a waiver for Iranian oil. I suspect that, he gave a waiver and then it was put to the media that there was an enormous quantity of 140 million barrels of Iranian oil floating in the sea. That quantity perhaps might have been exaggerated to sort of, influence the market. But whatever it is, Iran is in no mood to surrender, and Iran is going to strike. And Iran will strike. It has already made it very clear. It will strike at, infrastructure, power, and even desalination. That is oil, power, and desalination plants, and in the GCC, and also at any American asset. Now, meanwhile, Trump is also sending his Marines and sailors. We don't know the numbers. It looks, at one point, we were told about 2,500. Now, what exactly are they going to do? We do not know. So, we have to wait and see. But it looks very, very troublesome.
And